Hey, it's me, B, and I'm finally playing with makeup.
Choose your fighter. Fight.
So, for today, I just decided to play with makeup and show you guys what my everyday makeup looks like. So, it's been a while since I've worn makeup in general since hindi na nga tayo nakakalabas ng bahay masyado. So, I decided to do that today since I do miss wearing makeup. So, first things first, I don't really wear that much makeup. It just depends on my mood or the occasion and the weather, since we do know it's so hot in the Philippines and I sweat a lot. So, baka masayang lang yung makeup ko. And then, second, when I do my makeup, you don't see it right now, pero nakaharap ako sa window ko because I like sitting here and putting my makeup here in this corner of my room since the sunlight is coming from this corner. So that's why I'm here, because I think it helps. And then, yes, this is my get-up every time I put on makeup. So I don't dry my hair first because I just air dry it all the time naman. So this is what I look like before everything. So I guess that's it. I hope you guys enjoy seeing what I do during my makeup routine, and yeah, let's start. Also, I decided to do like a little Q&A while I do my makeup since I didn't want this video to be just me sitting in silence and putting on makeup. So I asked my friends online to send me a few questions that I'm gonna answer along the way. So yeah. Okay, let's start. So, before I moisturize my face, let me just point out, no, one, I don't wear heavy makeup. I just, conceal whatever needs to be concealed, but it's still not that heavy. And two, I'm not maarte when it comes to like fully covering the shit I have on my face, because if you can see, I have a lot. So what I do is I just color correct and make sure na it's not that red. So yeah, okay. So to begin with, let's moisturize. I find this funny because I've been watching a lot of like YouTubers do their makeup routines, and now I'm doing it, so what am I doing? So yeah, moisturizer. This is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Pink Juice. I like it because it's not sticky sa face mo and it smells like watermelon. I mean, who doesn't want that? So I usually just do 2 pumps and then I spread it around my face. Usually sa skincare routine ko, ito lang din yung moisturizer na gamit ko. But if it's not that, I use just regular aloe vera gel, which helps either way. As Jeffree Star would say, don't forget your neck. Okay, so another reason why I like this, because ever since I started trying it, parang na-realize ko na it doesn't really take that long to get into your skin, so it feels really good. So yeah, I recommend this brand, Glow Recipe. It's really, really good. Yung setting spray ko, Glow Recipe din, and it's just really nice brand. Okay, next, we're gonna prime. So I have 2 kinds of primers here. Minsan, I use them both, but my times din naman na it depends on my mood as well and what my skin feels like on that certain day. So, depending on those factors, yun yung pagpili ko sa primer. So, I have my e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. I use this especially when my face feels extra dry. And I have the Professional from Benefit. So, I have very big pores. Yes, I do. Hindi lang kita sa camera. Or kita. I use this especially in my nose area since dito sa tops ng cheek ko yung pinakakita yung pores. It sucks. So, we're gonna use this to cover that up. So, for today, I'm gonna use both. Okay, so for the primer, I don't use a lot because 1 pump gives out a lot. Let's sounded wrong. So yeah, I just swirl it around on my fingertips first, then just apply it everywhere. Para siyang moisturizer, to be honest. That's why I like it. It was just a random choice to buy it and try it out when we were in Ulta sa California when I was with my family there. Cause I knew from watching Jeffree Star's videos na maganda daw yung e.l.f. So I was like, okay, I do need a new primer since yung benefit ko, paubos na yan, sinasaid ko lang. So I was like, I'm gonna buy a new primer. So I went over to the e.l.f. aisle and I saw that. So now I'm using it and I love it. Because it's not sticky, it's not heavy. Yun nga, like I said kanina, para lang siyang moisturizer. Okay. So, after that, I use some of my professional. What I usually do is I hit it against something first. Kasi nga paubos na siya. So I feel like there's a lot of stuff on this corner of the tube. Kaya tinataktak ko na lang para lumabas. But to be honest, this is like worth it. Yung malaking size ng professional. Sobrang worth it niya for its price. Kasi nga, ang tagal na to sa akin. It's probably expired. Pero ang dami niya pa rin. So, if you really want a good primer, it's a good choice. Because it's worth it for the price. So yeah, itong professional. Oh, I'm looking at the mirror by the way. Itong professional. Ilalagay ko lang siya again sa my nose and cheek area ko. Sa chin area ko. Kasi if you can see, sobrang gaspak niya and I don't know what that is. So I just use it out to maybe help with like making it look less rigid. And I also put it sa forehead ko. So basically my T-zone yung nilalagyan ko ng professional. Woohoo! Okay, the next step I do after moisturizing and priming my face is concealing. So I have a lot of acne scars and pimple scars due to the fact na I have PCOS and all of this is just hormonal. So pair that up with the fact na I picked my pimples. That's disgusting and don't do that because masisira yung face niyo. But since we're here now, I have a lot of scars. So what I do is I get some green concealer from LA Girl. Actually sa Shopee ko lang ito binili. But it's worth it. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people are still confused about what color correcting is. So nahanap ko lang dito sa YouTube like way back when. So basically you just have to know what the counterpart of what you're trying to cover is. So sa color wheel kasi yung katapat ng red is green. So since red yung mostly yung mga acne scars ko and whatever I'm trying to hide, we're gonna counter that with some green concealer para pag tinakpan mo siya ng regular concealer or ng foundation mo, hindi siya as what's that term? Hindi siya as red. Hindi siya as like inflamed as it looks like. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm gonna put that on. Oh gosh. This specific tube has been with me for a long time and it goes a long way. So yeah, I just cover the scars na super prominent na super kita. And minsan what I like to do, I put some on this side of whatever you call this. I think this is my smile lines, right? So I put some there kasi namumula din siya and I don't know why. And I also always put some here on my chin kasi nga lagi siyang namumula as well. So, okay na, tapos na. Okay na to. And then I go in with my ring finger and I just blend it. I used to blend it out with a sponge, pero na-realize ko na mas nabiblend ko siya ng maayos, especially this green concealer, when I use my finger. So that's why I decided to just skip the sponge for now and stick with my finger. It sounded wrong. Okay, so while I while I blend this out, I'm gonna answer a question. So I listed it down. It says here, what are the things you will prioritize doing once the ECQ is lifted? What am I gonna prioritize? I was gonna prioritize the board exam, pero to be honest, since na-postpone siya later on sa bandang huli na ng year na to, I'm actually still undecided kung it's either magbo-board exam ba muna ako or magwo-work na lang muna ako, kasi tinawad na talaga akong isipin in general yung board exam, kasi nga nawalan na ako ng gana kasi naputol na yung like streak of like reviewing and stuff like that. And yeah, that was gonna be my priority, but now I don't know. But other than that, I think obviously I'm still gonna review, but other than that, I might look for a part-time job. I'm gonna look for a part-time job para naman I can, you know, be financially independent in one way or another. So yeah. Other than that, I also want to prioritize meeting up with my friends and my family members. Yes, I look stupid with all this green shit on my face. I want to also prioritize like visiting my cousins kasi sobrang miss ko na sila. I want to visit my best friends. And yeah, I think the majority of us are, you know, craving for physical affection during this ECQ. So I think that's gonna be one of my priorities, to just, you know, give everyone a big hug. Kasi nga nakakamiss naman talaga sila. So yeah, so I'm done blending the concealer. And after that is foundation. Okay, so for foundation, I have my Benefit Hello Happy Flawless Brightening Foundation in the shade 5. So the reason why I use this certain brand is because Benefit I have a lot of Benefit products. It's not that I'm bragging, yun lang talaga yung nakahiligan ng mom ko i-gift sa akin, which I'm very thankful for. So, and dahil yun nga yung nakahiligan niyang bilhin sa akin, parang I know na Benefit works for me. So when I had to buy new foundation for my graduation ceremonies way back last year, since ako nga yung gumawa ng sarili kong makeup, I knew na Benefit was gonna be one of my choices. So this is what I use every day. So what I do is I just use like 1.5 pumps of foundation and I put it on my hand like this. And before I go in with a sponge, I just get some with my finger and spread it. Inuuna ko yung sa my green part, so I won't forget to cover it up, so I won't look stupid. And then I just go in sa other parts. And then I blend. So as you can tell, it's not heavy coverage foundation kasi nga I don't like the feeling of heavy makeup on my face because I hate the feel of physically feeling na shit, ang bigat ng sinusuot kong foundation. I don't like that feeling. Kaya usually pag may events kaming pupuntahan or sasalihan or something, or kahit birthday man lang, I don't really go to the salon anymore or hire or book anyone. So yeah, as I was saying, tuwing may event kami na kailangan puntahan, like birthday or whatnot, I don't really go outside anymore sa parang salon or whatever para magpa-makeup kasi nga maarte na ako sa makeup because I feel like what I do personally works the best for me. So, hindi na ako papa-makeup sa ibang tao. So, yeah. So, again, it's not that heavy, pero kita pa rin yung ibang stuff ko. So, what I do is I just go back with more if I need more. And then what I do is I actually don't use concealer for my bags. So, what I do is I go back with more if I need some. I cover up what I feel like needs more covering. And then last na ginagawa ko is I put some specifically under my eye bags. More here on my nose. And they just, blend. You know what sucks? I can't play music while filming because of the whole copyright thing sa YouTube. But then again, I understand why there's such a thing. Pero imagine, may chance na maka-copyright yung mga YouTubers. Even if like, not even a minute of the song is playing sa background. So yeah, it's a complicated thing. Because usually when I put on makeup, talagang halos sumayaw-sayaw na ako. You know what I mean? Okay, next. What I do after foundation when I think it's okay na, which is, it is okay na, I go in with my blush. So, my blush is the Sunny's Face Air Blush in the shade Disco. So, it's this parang bright red, deep red-ish shade. And since it's parang cream to powder finish, inuuna ko siya bago ko iset yung face ko. A little goes a long way because look, even though I'm hitting the pan already, I've had this for like halos a year na rin, and there's still a lot there. So what I do is I just dab it on my cheeks, and I also bring it to my nose because I've been into that, whole sunburnt look, and I just think it works for me. So the reason why I kinda use a lot is because I have a big face either way. So I'm just making sure na kita yung pagka-red, because if wala akong blush, I kinda look dead talaga. As in, feel ko talaga kulang kapag walang blush. So yeah, I just spread that around. Probably doing a lot of things wrong, but then again, it works for me. You know how other people do stuff that works for them. Yeah. So I think I want more, just a little. So there, okay na siya. After my blush, I also go in with my cream highlighter from Sunny's Face as well. It's the Sunny's Face Glow Boss Shimmer Stick in the shade Hey Girl. Hey Girl. So yeah, kaya inuuna ko tong mga to kasi nga it's still considered like wet, if you get what I mean. So I don't put a lot since one swipe is enough. That's why I like Sunny's stuff. It's okay. It didn't break. It's not dirty. So yeah, as I was saying, I don't put a lot because one swipe is enough. So I put like just the right amount. So I put some on my cheekbones, on the bridge of my nose, and on my cupid's bow. So yeah, and then I'll just pat it, blend. Actually, I could stop here, but since I'm so sweaty, I really do need to set my face a lot. Because before, I didn't really set my face naman. Like, it was just powder, blush, kilay, lipstick, eyeliner. But then again, I realized na parang pag maayos talaga yung makeup routine mo, it helps a lot. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is probably one of my favorite steps in my whole makeup routine. It's the kilay. So as you can see, I have thick brows, which I'm thankful for. I got that from my dad, as in sobrang magkaparehas yung shape ng kilay namin. Before, I had hair here and up to here. As you can tell, parang matulis na rin yung brows ko since it's growing back. But yeah, I like doing this part a lot since there's so much to work with, which I'm very blessed. So for my kilay, I use 3 products plus a spoolie since it is so hard to, you know, control since ang kapal ng hair. So I use the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil. I also use the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil and the Gimme Brow. Okay, so what I do first is I brush up my brows, because the problem with my brows is ang hirap niyang i-control. Parang lagi siyang bagsak and I don't know why. Okay, since this is one of like the longest things I do during my makeup routine, I'm gonna answer another question. What do I have? Okay, things to do to gain more focus kapag nagsistudy. I personally will recommend just putting away your phone or your laptop or whatever you use to have access to internet and just put it on the side first para hindi ka ma-distract. Because I think that's one of the main reasons or main things that distracts us a lot while studying. Unless you know you need it. So you just have to control your use of social media, especially when you're studying. I also recommend parang either having no music on if you don't want music on, or having music on if it helps you. So it's mostly just finding what works for you para mag-help yung maka-help sa focus mo when you're reviewing or something like that. Also, don't forget to take breaks kasi I think that's important when studying or doing something important. Kasi if hindi ka nag-break, at least like 5 minutes or so, parang mapapagod lang yung brain mo, tapos hindi ka na makaka-focus. So don't forget to take breaks, you guys. Okay, so the next thing I do after I brush my brows is I use the Gimme Brow, para siyang brow gel, kumbaga. And parang yun yung ginagawa kong primer for my brows. So I just brush them up. Because if you can see sa camera, it's already okay, but up close, there's still a lot of like empty spaces sa brows ko. So I just use this as like my primer. Have you guys ever like botched your brows? Because I have. Hindi lang ata halata sa camera But this brow, sobrang nasira ko yung shape niya one time. To the point na pati yung girl sa labor, nung nagpaayos ako, napansin niya rin, sabi niya, hala miss, may space na malaki yung eyebrows mo. Sabi ko, oo nga ate, sorry. Kasalanan ko yun. So yeah. So after that, I go in with the Goof Proof brow pencil and I just start to draw para mas may shape yung brows ko. Because even though it has its own, I like it more defined and hinahabaan ko yung end ng brows ko. So, I used to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills dip brow pomade, pero na-realize ko na ang kapal niya masyado, so nagmumukha akong mataray kasi ang kapal ng kilay ko. So I opted not to use it anymore, or maybe because I was using it wrong. But yeah, so after that I just brush whatever I drew inside my brow para mukha siyang natural. I also brush down to the end para mas mukha siyang naturally mahaba compared to its real like length. So what I'm doing is just covering up the sparse parts, because even though my brows look really thick from far away, up close, sobrang dami niya pa rin like little sparse areas. Okay. It's coming together! Okay, I have another question. One of my friends asked if you have a personal project or design that you want to do after you pass the board exam, what would it be and why? So after I pass the board exam, I think I'm gonna, in terms of like personal projects, I think I'm gonna focus on helping my parents renovate the house. Kasi ngayon pa lang, gustong-gusto na talaga magpa-renovate ng parents ko. Kasi nga naman, 20 years plus old na yung house namin. So, my mom and my dad both being a bit into design. Well, actually, they're big on design as well. Gusto na nila paayos yung kitchen. Gusto na nila i-utilize yung ibang spaces para hindi sayang. So, might as well focus on our house first. Para din may practice ako, ganun. Also, I want to like give back to my parents for everything they've done. So, might as well parang give them the dream house they now want. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do first, as in pinaka first, after I pass the board exam. Just a little something for my family, since I don't think they plan on like moving houses or something like that, especially since my baby brother has a very long way to go in terms of school, since nga may K-12, naabutan siya ng K-12. Since hindi pa nga nakaset yung face ko, it's very easy to like erase kumbaga yung mga mistakes na nagagawa ko. So, it looks too thick now, just you wait. But after I do use the brow pencil, I go in with my foundation and use that as concealer para naman mas umayos yung ginawa ko. So I just get a little, super little lang, and I get a flat brush and I use that. But I also end up just using my fingers to blend it in. because hindi ako marunong mag-blend using a brush. I miss going out, you guys. I miss like the thrill of getting ready, getting dressed, and then figuring out what's gonna happen throughout the day. But you know, we gotta stay home, we gotta stay safe. My friend Max was the one who kinda taught me a little bit about makeup. Kasi, to be honest guys, nung high school ako, I hated the idea of wearing makeup. Because I was like a bit of a tomboy. So I was like, why would I wear makeup? I hate makeup. It's just for girls. So yeah, nung nag-college ako, and then naging close kami ng friend ko si Max. Halata kasing kikay siya and whatnot. She had makeup on, she had really good brows. I remember that. So parang siya yung nagturo sa akin na parang, no, it's okay, your brows shouldn't be twins, they should be sisters. So it means na naturally, dapat naman talaga hindi pantay na pantay yung brows natin. So that's why I've accepted the fact that this is thicker most of the time than this. Pero you know, it doesn't matter naman because not a lot of people are gonna look you in the face and be like, hindi pantay yung brows mo. Okay, so after that, I go in again with my spoolie brush just to brush it up again and para mas ma-blend yung pinaggagawa ko. Pinaggagawa. And I also do this para din hindi masyadong makapal. Baka kasi I've, you know, overdrawn whatever and mas kumapal yung brows ko when it's already so thick. Okay, so after that, I just go in with the, what's this? Precisely my brow pencil, which is a thinner version lang nung isang brow pencil. And I go in and fix the shape lang. My mom also suggested na mag-makeup artist daw ako. The problem with that is, I'm one of the many people na okay, marunong ako mag-makeup. I do it well, but I do it well only to myself. So I don't think I can be a makeup artist, you guys, as much as I want to. And we're done with the brows.